Vegan Crypto Hero. Waiting for my youngest to come out of school. I thought I'd go live real quick because I saw some funny things today. Hope you're all well. One funny thing I was just listening to a repeat of from today, about 20 minutes of your man BitBoy. What did he say today? Which I find very funny, for it's what I've been saying since December. He said, I was wrong. This has not been a bull run. It was a hype up to the ETF. It's been a bear market all along. I've heard a couple people say that. Most people don't have the balls to, because they don't want to tell you that they're wrong. And he's been nothing but wrong. I mean, he said all-time highs will happen in June, July, August. And now he's thinking October-ish. So I just found that funny. Not that I'm Mr. Cocky or anything, but when you're right in regards to knowing the market. And these crypto guys don't know the market because, some of them do, but the big guys really don't. The all-kind dailies, George has no clue. Discover Crypto has no clue, especially, Josh and DZ. They hate each other, by the way. I watched a little bit of them today. DZ seems to hate everyone. It's pretty funny. But you could see that they don't like each other. And I know Nick and Tim hate each other. It's kind of amusing. I like that drama. Gives me something to laugh at. But for him to say that, I thought it was pretty funny. What's up, C90? Just waiting for my kid. I thought I'd go live. Whoever listens to this later, don't. I was listening to, not Rand, but Sheldon saying this morning on Banter, I don't know, like 4 a.m., saying that if we hit $49,000, that is bullish. That is the end of the bottom. That's funny to me. I don't know if we're going down to 49, but we can't take a green morning as a bull market. My stuff's a little green. Yes, Avalanche is looking good, and I'm glad I bought more of that, and glad I bought more Benki, but I'm still below where I bought it. DZ just can't stop interrupting. Absolutely. He pushes to get out his witty remarks. They're not witty. Here's the best crypto show that Discover, the only good one that they have, just my opinion, C90. I think The Basement is absolutely horrendous. I know you're a mod on it. I appreciate that. It's my opinion. When Josh is alone, that's the best show. The truth of the matter is, out of all of them, in my opinion, Josh, even as a 26-year-old, 25, he thinks he knows everything, but he is pretty sharp. Him and DZ. DZ is they would do themselves a service to get rid of him. I know they're too hard into it now, but to have Josh running the show and not have Nick, Drew, or DZ, it should be actually how it used to be, but just Josh and TJ would be the ultimate show for that channel, and they would do great. DZ is, he doesn't have any money. I don't take anything he says. Not a stupid guy, but his interrupting is outrageous. Like I said, I just listened to BitBoy a little bit. I'm parked here. He can't handle when anyone else talks. You can tell it's always been this way. If someone talks, he cannot handle not speaking. That's a horrible host. But I could just see today that, like, Josh made a couple comments and DZ he wants to be the guy, and he is not the guy. Josh is the guy there. That's just my personal opinion. Nick anymore on there. He's no longer at Hit Network. Right. I don't understand how that worked. He goes on The Basement, but he doesn't go on... Okay, they must be two separate companies. Goes on The Basement, but he doesn't go on the morning show. Interesting. Yeah, he's a little arrogant for me, but he's got to shave his head like me. He's going bald like me. Same with Lark. They're all losing their hair. Happens. The stress of crypto will happen. But I just think Josh is, he's opinionated and he's arrogant, but that's okay. So, I'm a little bit myself. We all are. For his age, he's very sharp. He's already done well. He's going to do great. I just think DZ is... I cannot stand to not, have Josh running the show 100% and DZ in the background. It's all volunteer based. Okay, they don't get paid. They squeeze it into their lunch breaks. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I just, I do like those evening shows that Josh used to do. I think those are really good. Honestly, one of the better shows out there. and I always would have it on in the background because I actually found it valuable. You know, I'm not too proud to say I can't learn from someone more than half my age. The guy's sharp. I don't agree with everything he says, but why? Who would? Who would agree with anything everyone's, all the things that one person says? And I'm getting tired. Trying to figure out how they succeed as a company with the staff overhead. They probably, yeah. I mean, I know they're struggling. That's why they push to Arculus, and they don't seem to shill as much as they used to have to. But I know they're hurting. I mean, that video months ago with TJ, pretty desperate to take on sponsors. They'll talk about price, whatever it is. I mean, and that's when he said Altcoin Daily gets like 50 grand for a sponsorship. When they talk about a project, that is just crazy. And Altcoin Daily, they just have the viewers, and they're not stupid guys, but let's be honest, all they do is put videos out. Videos of, now they do interviews and everything here or there, but they just do recaps, and usually a day or two or three later with news. Operations way down though. Yeah, I can imagine they have to. Until we're in a bull market, it's tough. But I do like seeing the green today, but I'm not stupid enough to think that we're back. With CPI and everything coming out, we're going to be volatile. And even with the CPI number in our favor, no one knows what it's going to be. BitBoy was just saying he thinks it's going to be a 50 basis point cut. I think that would be horrible for the market. No one knows what it's going to be. The Fed doesn't even know what they're going to do yet, I would think. I think 25 every cut would be the way to go. Maybe 50 on the last one would be lovely, but 25 is ease it. You don't want to panic the market. No news. Good news that would have driven us 6 months ago now is bad news for crypto. We wanted this recession type of stuff, and now we don't, because it's not us, but it's the people the big whales who get out of the risk on assets and put it into the dollar and everything else. Yeah, just a guess. Yeah, I could. It could be zero. He could want to wait for more data. I don't think so. I think that would be a huge mistake. I think 50 would be somewhat of a mistake too. But let's help the sentiment and do 25 like he should have the last one. I think that would have been good. Man. So I did some DCAing over the last few days for the hell of it. And, wish I bought a little more Avalanche, but I foresee me having more opportunity. I just I don't believe in DCAing going up. I like to get it below my buy-ins, which is $20. But I am ready for this crap to turn around. It's been, and thanks for jumping on, by the way. I just wanted to get on here quick, say hi, and make sure people don't get too excited about a little bit of a green morning. I didn't look at the volume. I've been buried all day, but I'm sure it's nothing too hefty. I would like to see what happens if we get rejected hard at 60,000. I don't think that'll happen tonight, but you never know in the nighttime when other markets open across the sea and jump in, what could happen. This should be an interesting week. I'm not a firm believer in this September is a bad month. I think just all stars are aligned to keep us where we're at. I don't necessarily believe in the market's going to have a huge sell-off if Harris wins and a huge rally if Trump wins. Theoretically, you would think that would make sense, but the market's irrational. Who knows? 34, really? Okay. Thank you. 34 Billy for BTC. I just can't wait. Yeah, it's low until we're 170 billion every day. That's when it is on. We have waited so long. It's such a drag. It feels like it has been every little bit of 3 to 4 years. We had a little tease and we're back. But my DCAing is working on some of my stuff that I had, bought higher, like Injective, Benki, Velo. Arrow I'm totally out of. You know, my gut tells me to buy more Ondo and buy more AIOZ, but uh, I'm trying to use that capital. Oh, really? 66 billion? That's horrible. Yeah, that's horrible. There's just not a lot of selling today. It's all on the buy side. Yeah, that's not great. We need to hit some of those liquidation levels above us that Josh and George have been talking about for 6 months. I'm exaggerating, but they have we have quite a bit of those. I would love to see those get hit, but we have not been able to strike through them. Yeah, but DCAing, I'm telling you, for me it is paying off on some of them. I'm so underwater on probably 50% of my portfolio right now, but the other half actually is making up for it. I have to, as I was saying last week, I have to say I was leaning for Bitcoin going lower so I can get, pick some up, like maybe get around a dozen like you have. Back to teach pre-K, that isn't much, but exactly. Yeah, it'll be crypto in no time. I could see my middle daughter doing that. I think, she wants to work with kids, and I think pre-K will be up her alley. It's not about the money you make. It's about the money you invest and the money you keep. Learning about that, I've been trying to tell my kids forever, and they don't listen. So I'm done on that. I'm the one who has to do it. But I think that's great. My wife hasn't worked for quite a long time, and I wish she kind of would, but I can't. I don't want to push her too much. But she's been at home forever, and just that little, even $30,000, $40,000 or 50, whatever it would be, even 25 would be helpful to just pay for crypto, pay for anything. Yeah, but as I've been saying, for some reason I'm on fire with these consultant gigs. I don't know why it's been so crazy. It is, and I turned a ton down because I just don't feel like I could bullshit them, but I don't think I would add to it enough, and I don't want to for an hour BS about something. It's kind of out of my league, but I know I could BS it, but I don't want to take money just to take it. But those have been great. Those are going right to my crypto account, and on the sidelines either. I've probably spent all of it on the DCing I've been doing, but it kind of fills up my what I've taken out. So I feel like it's really free crypto I've been getting over the last month or so with those consultant things. I do suppose I'll have to pay taxes on that next year, but I like it. That's why I'm always preaching to people: take your LinkedIn profile serious, because you do not know what it leads to. I have had so many opportunities due to that it's paid for a lot of fun, but really investing type of stuff, but job opportunities that I've turned down and that type of stuff. What's up, Rich Jay? What's up? Hope you're good. Be careful in the market. It's just a little green. Nothing serious yet, right? Until C90 was saying only 66 billion. That's just not enough to, excite anyone. But it's good to see green. We want to see that. I'll take a slow, steady crawl up to 75, then a 2-day rally up to 75 any day. I'm not saying that's where we're going. Any news tomorrow, you'll see if we're hit 67, 68, people are going to take profits and probably kick us in the ass again. But any day I will take a slow crawl up to new highs than a huge rally. That's not sustainable, and it's usually comes with a huge correction. The one good thing about it is, the hype that comes along with it. But overall, slow and steady wins the race always. Hope you're good. Can't believe it's Monday. was out 6 hours yesterday on the soccer field. Holy Lord. Watching wind here in Illinois could cut right through you. But it was a nice day. I just felt like wiped me out. C90, ready to jump back into the market and do some buying? Definitely not a time to be unloading any of that Bitcoin stash you have, though. That is not something you want to do, as you know. I would say at 80K, but why? We get to 80K, we're springing up. But that will be the time to probably unload one or two, maybe one, and throw that into something you've been wanting to buy, like AMP. You can double down on AMP. Took my 3 kids on a little 5-mile ride. Oh, nice. 5-mile ride. They made it, huh? That's a pretty good one for them. Yeah, I ran, I run, it's not huge, but I run a 5K every day, every single day, which is only like 3 point something miles. And God, am I slow. My wife, I just got her into, finally after all these years, she's starting to run again because she had plantar fasciitis like crazy. She runs like 7-minute miles. I'm lucky to run a 9-minute mile. When I run with her and my youngest daughter, then it pushes me. But Jesus, because a lot of times if I'm listening to music, I can cruise, but a lot of times I'm listening to crypto crap while I'm running. I mean, that is stupid, but I try to I can't bitch about these other YouTubers if I don't listen to some of their stuff, so I got to have some ammo. It fuels me up. They usually get me going. George I listened to him for about 20 minutes until he does the Q&As. He was bitching. He always bitches at his people, which I find funny. Send them my way. I know everything about everything. Exactly. Yeah, but surprisingly, at my age, I'm able to, not hurt, knock on wood. I don't have any wood in here, but I'm able to run every single day. And, I work out too. But, God, I'm slow. Always have been. But my thought is rather do a little bit. I used to run 6 miles a day. I'm not some huge jogger or anything. You have to keep moving. And I'm short. So if I don't keep moving, I will blow up like a balloon pretty, this vegan junk food. I do preach about health, but I do like to have some vegan junk here and there. Life is short. What is this guy doing? So no one's buying anything? Hey, look at that. I got a thumbs up. I only get usually about 6 or 7 thumbs up. 4, 4, 6, probably the longest that Lightning McQueen bike has. Lightning McQueen, oh yes. Life is a highway. I remember when the first one came out, my middle one was like, 1 at the time. She used to love that I would rewind the song constantly. She would dance to it. Life is a highway. Man, that brings back memories. A long time ago. That was, 16 years ago? Something like that. I have videos of it. Holding still. Nothing wrong with that. I know you were shy on cash. Like I said, the only projects I really have gotten into, I know I was done getting into new projects, but I've been buying property. I haven't bought since that's when I should be DCAing, because I'm in it in the 120s, $1.20 something. But it almost broke through like 105, 104, and I'm like, shit, with the way we were headed, I thought we were going to break $1, which I think we could still. And then that once it breaks $1, it could like really start selling off and be in the aerodrome and the shadow depths of hell of like 30 and 40 and 50 cents, and I just can't do it. So that's one I'm not DCing on. So I got into that, and I got into Avalanche. Those two. I mean, Avalanche I should have gotten into a million years ago, but I wanted to start getting, not proppy, but like Avalanche, getting into some bigger ones to just like load up for the bull run. So if I sell that at $100, if I could get 100 to 150, I'll be very happy. It'll be good. But I wanted to buy even more. I bought more at 20 something. and I should have $20 and like 50 cents, something like that. And there's nothing wrong with holding still until, I mean, this green today is it's nothing. We're not fooled. Everyone who's in here and been in the market for as long as we have, they know that this is just a little bit of green after all these sell-offs we're having. But it's still a good time to have that powder ready or accumulate for when we are ready, and at 66 billion volume triples, that triple. This just shows you, though, a day like today, look at how Bitcoin bounced, and look how everything else goes, not everything, but many things go up 20, 10, 20, 30%. I mean, some goes from 33 cents to 39 cents. That might not sound like a lot. That is. Or near back above $4. It just shows you when the good times happen. God, may they happen. Boy, I hope they happen. Because you see in the sentiment here, here's my ADD, but you see in the sentiment, like some of these YouTubers, a lot of their videos is the bull run over? Have we hit the top, right? Little are they saying the truth when they know we haven't been in a bull run, but they're making those videos for a reason, to get you to watch, and because they know that they're questioning themselves. Lark Davis, I've been listening to him for a long time. He's questioning himself. He's had his moments of panic. And, but I digress. If we get into a bull market, or even a quarter of a bull market, meaning Bitcoin starts rallying and everything starts falling, we don't even get to all-time highs. If we get to like 65, 67,000, the alts, many of them, are going to go up 20%, 10%. Some of them 100%. Yeah, and then we get into a true bull market. It's on. I'm stacking cash. I pretend to have a car payment. That's right. And stack that cash too. I think I'll be deployed in the spring though. Really? Okay. Well, I think you would do it sooner if it was on. I know you. I think so from this. If the time was right, you would jump in, but nothing wrong with the swing. I do think everyone's calling October, November bull market back. They're saying, I don't know how they make these predictions. They look at the past. That, it's an election year. We have a lot of stuff going on. We have a tremendous amount of macro stuff going on, so nobody knows anything. So I can't say when we'll be cooking. I hope it's next month. No way. If I was a betting man, I would say no. Let's see what the interest rates do this month. See what Powell does or doesn't do. We don't know. Just because the bet's in that he's going to lower rates, my bet is he is. But I don't know. I wouldn't be willing to bet money on that. Well, I guess I am. I'm buying crypto. And Caroline looks relaxing. Yeah. Ours would have staff members coming to the car telling, oh, really? Kissing that bumper. Yeah, there's a lot of assholes. Like this guy right here. So many people cut. There's a line. Yet people will just drive. He's got a convertible. He's cool. You always get these people, they'll park in the handicap and everything to pick up their kids. They won't, instead of waiting in line, they'll just do this, cut in because they're more important. And usually it's someone in a big truck or typically a sports car. Whatever. It's their world. We're living it. Yeah, but it's pretty chilled. You're right. For now. And then when the kids come out, it gets nuts. But the parents are kind of douchey, to be honest with you. They cut pretty good. They used to have a lady out here who did that, though. And I think they fired her. Yeah. They voted in my community here a new high school. Voted it down. So they put this wing on here that it's not fully done yet. It's that there's a separation, like right there. That's a new wing that's not open yet. Voted it down because they didn't want to raise their property taxes. My property taxes are $14,000. And they've gone, and when I moved in, they were like 9. Your property taxes are going up anyways. Why not raise the cost of your house and the value 100K. But no, why would you vote down? We already have the land. Why would you vote down a new school? So I have a sophomore. She's my last. So she won't reap the benefits anyways, but I would. Why wouldn't you want a new high school? People are going to move here, which already are where we live, and you're going to reap the benefits. It's just mind-blowingly stupid how people are so short-sighted. And your property taxes go up every year anyways here in Illinois. It's crazy. And that's why I laugh when people like say how high Europe is taxed, and some of them pay 45% tax, 45% of their salary. So do we. Think of your income tax, think of your state income tax, your local, your federal. Think of your medical, right? Your company pays for some medical. I pay out of pocket, I think $6,000 a year. Then think of the deductible. Think of the out of pocket. This is all medical. Think of your property taxes. Think of the sales tax. Everything else. When you buy stuff, when you sell stuff, all of that. You're paying just as much, but you get nothing for it. I'm not saying Europe is perfect like that, but their people don't have to worry about retirement. They have yoga pants. So they pay up front now. It's like teachers, and then they get it back when they retire. They also take off December, work very little by law in the summer. Oh, that's the lady who thought she could park wherever she wanted. C90, that's one for you, buddy. That lady is for you. She's calling your name. I'm giving her your email. Wow, we in Illinois? Yes, not we in Indiana. We broke over here, so taxes are low. yes, yeah, taxes are much lower. But the truth of the matter is, it's just crazy in regards to taxes. For what you don't get back, It just, and then, God forbid, you have to go to the hospital or, you have something like that. You're paying the price. So there's no perfect system, whether it's capitalism, socialism, or corporate capitalism like we have here. There's no perfect system. Communism certainly doesn't work. Never has. It just breeds fascists. You're loving it. I got you. Well, I don't have much else. I randomly came on. I just want to say hi. I figured C90 would be around plowing his grass or picking up weeds. Whoever listens to this later, just be careful. Don't jump into the market too quick thinking that we're back. You'll know we're back when you add another 100 billion to where we're at right now in volume. Then we are back. We blow through all-time highs. We are back. So C90, be good. You need anything, reach out. I'm going to try to close my eyes for 10 minutes before she gets in the car. Love you all. C90, don't be a stranger. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate everyone on here. Whoever hit the like button, I thank you. If you're new to this, subscribe and let me know if there's anything you need. I'm here for you.